In this video, I want to go over a new set of switches that I received for the Glove80 keyboard, and the new set of switches is called Plum Blossom. These switches were released not even a month ago, so I just want to share my thoughts on the switches. We're also going to do a sound test so you can hear how these sound and compare them to the switches that I had before, which were the Red Pro switches. I'm also going to be doing some typing tests and share what I think about these switches. The first thing that I want to do is the sound test. On the left hand side, you're going to see the Red Pro switches. And on the right hand side, you're going to see the Plum Blossom switches, which are the new ones. I performed these tests while I was in the process of switching everything, so you can hear both and compare. Alright, so as you're able to tell, the switches on the right hand side are of course way more silent compared to the Red Pros on the left hand side. I've been using the Red Pro switches for around 5 months. I did like them, but I didn't like them as much as I liked the keyboard that I had before, which was just an Apple Magic keyboard. I typed faster on that keyboard, and I wasn't able to reach the same speed with the Glove80 using the Red Pro switches. I felt them a little bit too mechanical. I'm not sure how to say it, but I felt that they slowed me down, even though those switches are less sensitive than the Plum Blossoms. Let me show you these switches. Here on the right hand side, I just have a list of tasks that I want to complete. I already did this, also did this. This is the background that I just covered as well. Here is a link to the Plum Blossoms. Let me just open this real quick. Notice that they have two different types. We have the Cherry Blossoms at the top, and we also have here down the Plum Blossom. Both of these are exclusive to voyager based on what I can read here. Notice that it says there at the top, exclusive silent switches. I haven't tested the Cherry Blossom switches, but notice that they are more sensitive. They require less force to press. They're 30-gram force, linear switches, and the Plum Blossoms, notice here that they are 45-gram force. Something very important that you need to pay attention in here is this stability. Notice the section that says the keycaps will remain steady and aligned even when pressed off center. This makes the keys feel more secure and precise. I can confirm that you will feel the difference. I don't know how to explain it, but this off-center stability does make a huge difference. The other switches that I was using before, which were the Red Pros, didn't feel as stable, and I don't know why. They felt, like I said at the beginning of the video, too mechanical, and they didn't respond as fast. Here on the right hand side, I also have a page in which we can compare the different switches. Let me open that real quick. And let me scroll down here a little bit more so you can see the two that I have used so far. These are the new ones. Plum Blossom Silent 50-gram force linear key switch, the one at the top. Notice that the actuation force is higher, 45. And the ones that I used before are the Red Pros, low force, linear switches. Notice that the actuation force is less, 35. Total travel is the same. Actuation travel is also the same, but they feel way different. The Plum Blossom feel way more comfortable. I don't know, I just feel that they respond faster. Just a little disclaimer, I'm not sponsored by voyager. I purchased this keyboard with my own money. So if you want a full tutorial on the Glove80, you can go and check this video out. It's quite long, 41 minutes, but I cover basically everything there in detail. The layout that I use, how to upload the firmware, my thoughts after 5 months of using it, battery life, and everything you need to know. You're also going to notice that I removed the palm rests on the keyboard. I hadn't tried that before. I just tried it today that I replaced the switches, and I just wanted to test how it feels. And so far, I like it way more this way. Why? I noticed that it allows me to type numbers easier. If I switch to my daily note here, you're going to notice that if I want to type numbers, I can reach them really quickly because my hands are not attached to the palm rest. They're floating, so I can get to the numbers easily, and I can type letters as well. So I don't know, it's just simpler to type. So I'm going to give it a try without the palm rest. We're going to see how it works. Also, removing the palm rests, as you can see here, made the keyboard way smaller. I was thinking about getting a different keyboard, a Voyager, because I heard a lot of good stuff about it. Notice how small this is without the palm rests. So it's easier to carry around, and I just feel overall that it's more comfortable. That was the exact reason why I was thinking of getting a Voyager, but I'll think I'm just gonna wait and keep playing around with the Glove80. I'd like to hear how you use the keyboard. Do you use the palm rest? You don't use it? Do you place your hands in the palm rest? Do you leave them floating? How do you use it? Do you have issues trying to reach the numbers? If that's the case, you should give this a try. Now, which switches should you get? The Plum Blossoms or any other type of switches? The only two that I have tested are these two. I haven't tested the rest that they have. The red linear key switches, I haven't tried them. White ones, I haven't. And the brown ones, I haven't tested them either. If we scroll up, they have as well these cherry blossoms. I haven't tried them either. So I cannot recommend any of the other ones, but between these two, I would go 100% with the Plum Blossom switches. You're going to notice a big difference in comfort and speed of typing. At least that's what happened in my case. And it all comes down to other questions as well. Notice that these are very silent switches. Do you want noise or do you prefer speed and comfort? It all comes down to that. I'm not sure how fast I would type with any of these other switches here because this is the first time I'm using a mechanical keyboard. Now, the last thing that I have here on the list is a typing test, but only using the new switches. So let's give that a try then. All right, I'd like to know what you think about these switches. I'd like to know what you think about the Glove80. Remember, if you want a full review, go and check the video that I created. It's quite long, but I cover all of the details that you need to know about the keyboard, the things that I like, the things that I don't like about it. Also, let me know if you find this type of video useful or not. Okay, so that's it for today. I'll see you in the next video.